Yes, it's been said before, no two markets are ever the same. And the spring 2025 market won't be the same as the spring 2024, 2023, and so on. Every market has its own distinctive differences. In fact, as we're going into the 2025 market this spring, it's clear that inventory has come up a bit. With inventory increasing a bit, there's more opportunity obviously for buyers, but there's also more opportunity for us to maybe re-examine what our communication cycle is like with our sellers. In other words, listings stay on the market a little bit longer, so therefore we need to create that expectation with our sellers that we may not have multiple offers, over list price overnight kind of thing. Now I know that's an exaggeration, but obviously it has happened. So that said, I think you start with point number one being role clarity, making sure that the seller understands what your role is in the transaction. You're there for marketing, you're there for advice, you're there to make sure that the forms are administered correctly, that the property is put out into the marketplace in a professional manner with great photos, great marketing, all of those kinds of things. The second point I want to make is making sure that the communication is open and also consistent. In other words, that you're putting things to your seller in a consistent way so that they know that they will hear from you with an update. They know that they will hear from you regarding what's happening with the marketing of their home. Again, when homes are on the market a little bit longer, sellers get antsy because they saw the one down the street that sold last year in 2 days, and now it's been on the market for 2 weeks or 6 weeks, and the seller gets a little antsy. So that becomes a client management, relationship management thing. So consistent, frank communication helps you through that process. And then the last point I want to make is synergy, making sure that you're taking a collective approach, a cooperative approach to the marketing, to the communication, to all the steps that go into a successful sale. If there is feedback that is detrimental, sometimes that's a one-on-one conversation and not just forwarding the feedback or letting them get the feedback from the showing automatically. Sometimes those frank collective conversations just need to happen, and sometimes those are best in person. That's where it gets you the most traction. Give it some thought. The 2025 spring market will be different, but it will be good. And there's so much momentum in the marketplace. There are still a lot of millennials looking to get their first home or move up into their second home. Gen Z is super strong. Be ready, be positioned, and make sure that you create those steps so that your seller hears from you and doesn't want to terminate the relationship and move on to someone else. Stay on top of your sellers in this spring market. Thanks for being here. Have a good one.